The Michigan Attorney General, Dana Nessel, is going after the fake electors. This is fascinating. Now, this happened actually apparently a month or three ago, but we're just getting the word now. Google and X, formerly Twitter, recently provided hundreds of files. This Marshall Cohen writing on CNN, recently provided hundreds of files to Michigan prosecutors for their 2020 election subversion probe, complying with search warrants that investigators obtained after CNN revealed secret social media accounts belonging to Kenneth Chesbro, who played a major role in that fake electors plot. These warrants make clear, writes Marshall Cohen for CNN, that Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is still gathering new information on the probe 9 months after she charged the state's fake electors with forgery and other crimes for signing certificates falsely claiming Donald Trump won the state in 2020. Trump, by the way, is listed as an unindicted co-conspirator in these, and the case is not expected to go to trial before the election. CNN notes, these messages also show how Chesbro aggressively reached out to conservative pundits and right-wing figures after Trump lost the 2020 election, prodding them to publicly promote his long-shot theories about how to subvert the Electoral College process. So here you got Kenneth Chesbro, this lawyer who's working for Trump to try to overturn the 2020 election. And he's reaching out to all these right-wing outlets and saying, hey, amplify this meme, amplify this idea that the election was stolen from Trump, that there's widespread election fraud, that the Democrats are up to no good, that Donald Trump is actually the legitimate president, quack, quack, quack. And, they ran with it. They carried this stuff. It's why people showed up on January 6th. It's why Trump is still in the running for the presidency. It's why 70% of Republicans now think that the election was stolen from Donald Trump in 2020. And they're willing to give it back to him this fall. The direct messages obtained by CNN, reading from the article, chronicle how Chesbro, while advising the Trump campaign on the fake electors plot, was also trying to garner friendly news coverage by relentlessly pitching to conservative radio hosts and pro-Trump pundits. And they bought it. They bought it. Meanwhile, one of those Republicans, Christina Bobb, a Trump lawyer, a former Trump lawyer, she's also an RNC lawyer. She was also a conservative news anchor for a while and an attorney for Trump. She was interviewed by Steve Bannon on Monday of this week. And he said, 9 felonies or how many years in prison? And she said, I don't know how many for those 9 felonies. Yeah, several decades or 50 years in prison. I assume it would be for the rest of my life in prison. Wow. Bob was one of 18 people charged in the Arizona fake elector scheme. And Boris Epshteyn and Rudy Giuliani were also charged. And she's taking this seriously, I guess, but she's also apparently not flipped on Trump. So, I mean, if I knew, these lawyers know that Trump was lying about having won the election. They have to know this. Over 60 courts examined this. There was, thousands of pieces of evidence presented to prove that Trump had the election stolen from him, and none of them held up to scrutiny. None of them. Not one. Even before the Supreme Court itself said, Biden won. He's president. But, Trump and his buddies are still running around yelling and squealing about this thing.